Because if you imagine a banjo song, or any banjo song for that matter, is like a cake. Imagine like a beautiful wedding cake or a birthday cake. Now there's two elements that make up a beautiful cake. The first element is what's inside, you know, the sponge, the filling, that gives it the structure, the flavour, the rigidity. Everything on the outside of that is your decorations, you know, your fancy icing, your fondant, your decorations, your sprinkles, your fancy little florets, icing, whatever they're called. Do you know what I mean? So you've got two elements there that make up the cake. You've got the beautiful side of it, the decorative, pretty thing that everyone looks at and goes, wow, look at that. And then you've got the stuff inside that not many people, well, you don't see it, but you know it has to be there. Otherwise, all the decorative stuff just wouldn't be able to stay on the cake. Everything would just collapse. So it's important for us to build that strong, solid foundation of core cake, the clawhammer banjo cake, I'm going to call it for this lesson. And it's nothing new, it's just everything that we've been working on so far, but it's putting it into a package so that we can fully understand what it is that we're actually doing and how a banjo song is formed before we start tackling more technical elements. So every banjo song that we learn to play contains 4 basic ingredients, and those 4 ingredients are harmony. First of all, harmony. So what is a harmony? The harmony is the key that we're playing, so we're always tuned to standard open G. So all of our tunes are in the key of G. But throughout a song, the harmony changes. You know, it goes from G to D7, F6. Eventually, we'll learn the C chord, and that's what the harmony is. It's like the overall feel and mood of the song. And when we play the chords, our harmony, the harmony of the song, changes direction, and that's what creates the little adventure to our ears. The second ingredient that makes up a clawhammer banjo song is the rhythm, and that's the basic frailing strum that we've been learning from day one. That basic frailing rhythm. The basic frailing strum, and that's what creates the rhythm. That is the second ingredient to our clawhammer banjo cake. The third ingredient is the lyrics. The things that we say while we play the music, because without the lyrics we don't really have a song. We have a tune, but we don't have a song, and it's the lyrics that create the story, that tell the, you know, the history of the tune, the story, the reason behind the song in the first place. So the lyrics play a very important part, and even if you've got no sort of desire to sing and play the banjo at the same time, just knowing what the lyrics are as you play through a tune helps you to have that kind of structure in your mind. And it also helps, you know, if you ever feel like a song's getting away from you, or if you're losing track of where you're up to in the song, to have knowledge of what the lyrics are and how they fit into the overall song just creates another memory checkpoint. So it helps you to keep your tune in check. So even if you don't want to play and sing at the same time, just knowing the lyrics to the song that you're playing is a massive help, and it's a game changer. And finally, the fourth and final ingredient that goes into our clawhammer banjo cake is the most exciting one of all, and this is the one that we all love the most, and that's the melody. And the melody is essentially, it's just the skeleton of the tune. So I'm sure you're all fully aware by now, the tune Skitsamiley. But if we strip away the lyrics, the harmony and the rhythm from that tune, and we're just left with the melody, you could still tell what the tune is. That's the melody. So that is the 4 ingredients of the clawhammer banjo cake. I'm going to put those ingredients up here for safekeeping, because we're going to come back to them shortly, and I'm going to show you how they all fit into the overall clawhammer banjo cake that we're going to cook right now. Now normally, say if you are a member of a band, you play music in a band or a group, you'd have an individual person that plays each one of those ingredients up here. You know, you'd have a lead singer who'll deal with the lyrics, you'll have a drummer who'll sort out the rhythm, and then you'll have like a lead guitarist who'll do the melody, etc, etc. So all that is taken care of by individual people. But when you play the banjo, you are a one-man band or a one-woman band. That's what makes clawhammer banjo so special, because you're doing so many different things, all these things here, all by yourself, all at once.